I'm doing great, thanks for asking. I'm doing really well because earlier tonight I got to have my favorite food ever for dinner, which was KFC.
Woo!
Yes, I love that stuff. It's like crack to me. Like, I am addicted to the Colonel's original blend of 11 savory herbs and spices. You could tell me that 3 of those different spices were different types of penis, and I'd still be like, well, I guess I'm a cock goblin because these are delicious. I'm totally gay for food. Anybody else? Like, my stomach gets a boner when I smell it. My favorite food is pizza, though. Like, I love pizza like crazy cat people love cats. You know, like, with passion and reckless disregard for my health. Like, if pizza could get me pregnant, I'd keep the baby. I'll tell you the grossest thing that I ever did involving pizza. Last year, I went to work. I got pizza for dinner one night, and then woke up the next morning, left it on the counter, went to work that day, came home that night thinking, gonna get myself some leftovers. Come home, flip the box open, a cockroach crawls out. Yes, one of God's special little creatures goes off to wait for the apocalypse or whatever they do. And of course, being any natural pizza lover, I thought nothing of dusting it off first before I threw it in the microwave and ate it. Yeah. That pretty much sums up my 2006, actually. It was a pretty lame year. Did you ever have one of those years where you think you can see the future and you see yourself with like a gun in one hand and a bottle of whiskey in the other and a decision to make? Like, that was 2006 for me. And it didn't help that I started the year, January 1st, with the worst hangover I ever experienced in my life. Like, I woke up that morning, I got so drunk. Like, I woke up, like, have you ever been so hungover that you started to kind of believe in voodoo? Like, you're like, someone somewhere is poking a doll of me and praying to Baron Samedi, and this is not any of my fault. Like, I was shaking. I threw up so much that I thought I was developing another superpower. Like, I was like, this is a shitty origin story. Terrible. I started shaking so much I thought I shifted into another space-time continuum. It's like, oh, Biff got the almanac! This sucks. Really bad. I don't know, this year's 2007's been better so far. I don't know if you guys follow politics at all, but Barack Obama recently-ish announced that he's running for president, which is cool. But I don't know if I really want him to run for president yet, because I think he's too young to get assassinated. Yeah, I know, everyone's kind of like, but you know the minute that he announced that he was going to run for president, that some hillbilly in the deep south somewhere pulled his gun off the rack, which he named Bertha, and started polishing the stock like, oh, here we go, finally gonna fill up that Negro trophy case that's been empty for so long. Because that's all that runs through all their heads, I guess, is the theme from Deliverance, dueling banjos or whatever. I don't know. My mom's really excited about him running, but can't get his name right. Always saying to me, like we were talking the other day, she's like, oh, hey, did you see who's running for president? It's Barack Obama. And I'm like, no, I know, that's cool, but there's no A at the end, it's just Barack Obama. And she's like, that's what I said, Barack Obama. And I'm like, no, you're right, but there's no A at the end of the first name, it's just Barack. No, I said that, Barack Obama. Yes, yes, Mom, you're right. Baraka, the white-skinned alien with blades coming out of his hands from Mortal Kombat 2, is running for president in 2008. Baraka wins. Flawless victory. I moved in with my girlfriend recently. Yeah, it's just cool because finally a stable part of the rent-paying situation. I just wake up and I'm like, I hope you know how to pay the rent, because I don't. She's cool. I'm a total nerd, and she totally suffers through that. Like, I masturbate to the sound of cars transforming into robots. Total nerd. And here's where my head's at, actually. Recently, I forgot my telephone number. Someone asked for it, and the only number that popped in my head at the time was 007-373-5963, which, if you aren't aware, is the code to reach Mike Tyson at the end of Punch-Out. Hey, I'm sorry, Mr. Club Booker, I can't tell you how to get a hold of me right now, but if you want to pretend to fight a rapist in a 20-year-old video game, I'm your man. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go home and have sex with my Lara Croft poster and fall asleep in a puddle of my own shame. No, but she's cool though. She suffers through all that. Last year for Christmas, she bought me a Spider-Man nightlight, a little Spider-Man nightlight. And when I opened it at Christmas, my first reaction was awesome because fucking Spider-Man. You know, and then as I was looking at it, thoughts started to develop, and my second question was, are you trying to make me unfuckable with this thing? Like, just in case I was able to cheat on her, you know? Like, with that glowing red beacon in my room at night, some girl comes in like, okay. Nope. But then I realized her buying that for me wasn't what made me unfuckable. Me thinking it was awesome was what made me completely unfuckable. Probably would have had better luck if I lived in a van. You know what I mean? Like, hey ladies, I got a blacklight poster of a dragon and a disco ball in my van if you want to roll, literally. No, we were a long distance for a really, really long, like 4 years we were a long distance relationship, which I don't recommend for anyone. They're really tough. She lived in what I thought was a very safe, small neighborhood until she started sending me all these headlines one day from her local newspaper of people being raped and murdered and stabbed and robbed literally like a half mile from her house. Ladies, if you're ever in a long distance relationship, don't send a headline like that to your boyfriend. If you're going to send a headline, send something like Bunny and Deer Frolic in Woods, comma, have adventure. Rainbows, magic, a 5-part investigation. You know, give me that. Don't give me Vagina Pirate commandeers 9 more in the night. Want that? As I said, I'm a complete nerd. I watch a lot of cartoons too, and I won't say that cartoons have been getting worse as I've gotten older, because I've got an entire Transformers library of DVDs to tell you that show was a stinky turd. But I will say that they've gotten a lot more ADD as we've gotten older. Like, you know, they can't keep a shot on frame for more than like 3 frames per second, and like everyone's just yelling at each other, and there's just like all these speed lines on everything. I feel like the way that they're evolving, like 20 years from now, children's cartoons are just going to be a bunch of flashing colors and a loud siren. You know? Like, hey, did you see yellow, 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 red last week? No, I was too busy watching Cardcaptor Extreme. You guys have been a lot of fun. My name's Matt Little. Have a good night.
Matt Little, everybody. He doesn't care if the crowd is big or little. He'll fucking kill them all. Yeah.
We should go.
That's like